Shelter Croy writes, I saw a video painting you as a lying cult leader. I need me a cult. We could all use a cult, couldn't we? He writes, I don't see you that way, but taking both sides into account, I'm curious, how do you feel about people calling you and your life fraudulent? Well, I mean, it's just silliness, right? Number one, if you watch back through my video catalog, you'll see there have been many people come on and I'll break them down because I don't respect their ideology or I don't respect their personal behaviors. In many cases, they're sexual deviants. And then they'll say, oh, you're cold. They'll say all kinds of crazy things. I'll say, oh, okay, well, what's the evidence of that? And then that's when things fall apart very rapidly. You see, number one, none of these people are qualified to define what a cult is and what the criteria is to be in a cult. But I think simply we can probably agree that it usually consists of some maniac who thinks that he is God and their movement is religious in nature. Whereas I've only told you that I'm immortal, as you can observe that. And secondly, when people join, sometimes people ask, well, hey, can I join if I'm a Muslim, a Christian, or a Jew? And we do have people of all of those faiths. And I say, absolutely. And my hope is that what we provide to you will help you be a better Muslim, a better Jew, a better Christian, because I respect all of the peoples of the book.
My goal is to spread ism and change the way people live their daily lives so that their daily lives are better. With proper education in ism, any people can leap forward within the space of 10 years if they would only be blessed on a consistent basis. It doesn't matter if you're black, if you're white, if you're Aztec, if you're Aboriginal, if you're a racist, if you're not a racist, if you're religious, if you're atheist, you can use this ism today. That's what I'm about. That's what you should be about.
I'm just trying to give the public a chance to get some ism. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help the people.
And then also the last piece is that if you actually do study cults, and I recommend you do since you bring it up, you'll notice that it's very focused on the leader, like the leader being that they're a narcissist. They really want all the attention on them. And because of that, they don't create any other leaders within the organization. Why? Because that would be competition. So they have to have the power all vested in them as an individual, which is completely contrary to what I do, which is we have leaders in every region and we've created a hierarchy that's not just me. It's not the cult of personality, just like Marquette. No, there's me and then there's regional leaders. You guys have seen them, you know their names. These are men of respect. And so there's really not anything legitimate to align those two things. And it's kind of similar to what you see with PBD and with this small hat kid, which is that because they have feelings that are beyond their control, they use their little bit of logic and reason to justify and validate their feelings. It's just silliness. And also, I question people like you who say these things, because if you actually look at all the people on the internet, including the people who would make any accusation, and you look at their backgrounds, I'm the only person with a background. No one else has a background. Like no one else has education. No one else has a professional background, no pedigree, no expertise, no experience. No one else has significant sophistication. There's a lot of YouTubers now. I see them traveling around the world. It's because of me. I'm the one who brought that to the game. I'm the only person in the manosphere. Go back 5 years. I'm the only person in the manosphere that was constantly traveling and showing you. No one else was doing that unless they were a travel blogger. So when you check back, you're going to see like, yes, I see. He's your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. But the neat thing, and I just pinned one of these comments on my Instagram. If somebody will be kind enough to drop my Instagram, it's Marquette Devon. And I invite you to go on there and see what's real. One of my recent reels I was posted up, and shout out to my editor. He's doing a phenomenal job. Many people were in there saying, hey, man, I'm inspired. This is really inspiring. And it's referring to my true life that I've lived before YouTube, accomplishments, real accomplishments. And mind you, like, how can someone be a fraudulent person and also have a degree from Berkeley and Johns Hopkins and be a distinguished alumnus? It's kind of hard. Like, you can't fake those things, right? But anyways, on one of my reels, a young man, and shout out to Antonio, good kid, smart kid. I remember him too because he was so highly intelligent, and it's really remarkable when you grow up in Baltimore. It's a rough city. I used to teach there because when I say that I care about children, you can track that through my whole life. My first job was at an after-school program when I was 16 years old. I was the youngest employee of the city of Pasadena. And then you'll see that I went in to teach for America. Why? Because I said that I care about kids and I want to educate them, and I did. Then I founded a nonprofit and it was providing wraparound services to kids in Baltimore. Why? Because I said I care about kids, and I did. And you can track the actions. Anyways, one of these kids that I used to teach when he was in the 6th grade, he's now a grown man. He went on the comment. He says, hey, this was my middle school teacher. He did a great job. He always made sure that people made eye contact, that young men, we were confident, and he taught us well. And I get a lot of DMs from young people that I used to teach. And so everything that I've done is very easy to track. And what you have to admit to yourself is that people are really terrified and bothered by the purity. Let's just be honest here. That's what it is. It's the purity. I've never drank alcohol. I've never smoked a cigarette. I've never used drugs. I've never engaged in these sexually deviant behaviors. I condemn all of those things. I encourage you to be healthy. I encourage you to not engage in intoxicants. I encourage you to be the best, show the best of who you are. And how could you hate someone like that who's gotten good education, who gives great information, who supports an entire community? How could you hate someone like that? You can only hate someone like that if you really hate yourself because you're a wicked, low person. Maybe you're a Skittle guzzler. Maybe you're obese and you don't want to admit it's because of your gluttonous habits. Maybe you're in poverty and you don't want to take responsibility that where you are is a result of who you are. That's all that is. Because when you look at my actual background, it's very squeaky clean. Like what I say it is really what it is, and all the evidence verifies that. So, and I think it's worth noting. That's why, I wrote a whole book for those who are doubters. If you really want to know, is he the real deal? You can read it in print, The Black Box. Go to Amazon.com, type in The Black Box, Marquette Burton, read through. And then when you read through and you think you don't believe something and you say, I don't believe that, just Google it, put it into a Google search and see, like, maybe it might come up. And you're like, oh, that was a real court case. That was a true story. However tragic or inspirational it may be. My real life it's hard to believe because I did the right thing most of the times. And that's why I was able to get out of extreme poverty. I was poorer than the other kids in the ghetto because I did the right things. And you know what? I will never, ever, ever underplay what I've actually done. I did the right things. I suffered doing the right things sometimes. I didn't look cool doing the right things, but I will never underplay it. I'm not going to exaggerate it, and I'm damn sure not going to underplay it. So we're just going to speak the facts out here. But anyways, I thank you for your question, but I truly believe that anyone who really wants to know the answer to that question, they can easily find it by just doing a Google search, but they don't want to because they know, like, damn, like this guy's the real deal. There's a sea full of fakers. There's people saying that they're trying to help men, but they're also running adult content sites and trying to get men addicted to that and fleece men for their money. There's people claiming to be pickup artists, but they're also married with kids. There's people claiming to be good with women, but they also pay for vagina. Then you got the real deal. And I got to why you guys got to try to analyze me? I'm the real deal. There's nothing to analyze. What you see is what you get. You hear me? Like, let me let you see me too. Let me let you see me in all of my glory and beauty. You hear me? Custom watch, custom shirt, custom vest. You dig? I'm the bald head lover, man. Yeah, it is what it is. I always been like this. Check my background all the way back to elementary school. I was smooth. You dig? Anyways, thank you for that question, young man. You are appreciated.
And my wish is for all of you to live prosperous, happy, meaningful lives. Those who are wise will always be able to see what I'm doing. Because if you can't watch 4 of my videos and not see what I'm about. You can't watch 4 of my videos and not see that there's something deeper here. And more importantly, you can't be among the saints and not see that we have something strong and powerful, and it only gets stronger. Saints, it has been truly a pleasure to be here fellowshipping with you. I tell you, I could have done a lot of things tonight, and I'm so happy that I did this and had this time to spend with you. It's been an honor. I thank you to all of you who share the ism with people, because it is truly life-changing. A woman reached out recently, a gentleman that shared the ism with her, and I think that it's always a blessing to people. So let us spread this way because we are facing huge levels of evil dominating around the earth. Ladies and saints, let us end this with our tradition, the creed of the assassin. Repeat after me with full conviction, knowing this is true of you. The creed of the assassin. I am going to be who I truly am, because I am remarkable, and I'm going to strive every moment to show the greatest part, to show the greatest part, to show the greatest part of who I am. Until next time.